Well, good morning or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Enoch Akinsola. Today, I'm introducing to you the 2 Million Jobs Project, the vision I've lived all my life, living that will come to fruition one day. I'm in Nigeria, in the United States of America now. So I was getting agitated about this vision. Yesterday, I drove, you know, in Uber from Upper Marlboro to Greenbelt in Maryland. The driver was Francis, he's a Ghanaian. It was Uber pool, and I had Khadija as a co-rider. We got talking about Africa, and the driver just told me, "Oh, how things are changing in Ghana." And I told him, "My brother, I think we need to talk later because he mentioned something about our generation." And I said, "My brother, we need to talk later so that let's see how we can work together." That I have been pursuing a vision to make 2 million entrepreneurs in Nigeria. And then my co-rider, Khadija, said, "Oh, she's a Sierra Leonean, she's a Muslim Sierra Leonean." And she said, "Oh, I'll be interested in that because I'm going to Nigeria very shortly." And I said, "What are you going to do there?" She said, "I'm tired of this place." And at the end of the discussion, my Uber ride driver said, "If Nigeria is okay today, the whole Africa will be okay." Isn't that a fantastic statement to hear? That the whole of Africa looks up to a better Nigeria, to a better Nigeria, to a better Nigeria. And that's why today I'm introducing to you. It will take processes, it will take planning, but we need, as a matter of fact, to do something urgently as a nation, as individuals. A few weeks ago, I was also lifted by another African driver, I think from Ivory Coast, Australia, or something. And the guy was telling me how sad and how bad things are in Africa and how difficult it will be for Africa to come out of those problems. So I told him, "You can say that, but it's not true. And it can never be true. The United States of America we are today was not built by angels or spirits. It was built by human beings. People who had visions for the future. It took them years to get to where they are. And I believe and I'm sure that one by one, as a nation, if we sit tight, and that's how I'm addressing Nigerian youth today. Let me tell you, let me give you a brief background about this vision. I went for my service in a number of states in the year 1999/2000 for second batch of the youth uh, service for the year, the second batch. And while I was there, this vision just came upon me that unemployment has become a very bad and sad problem in Africa, particularly in Nigeria, where I come from. So, and I just had a voice just told me, go and create 2 million jobs for Nigerian youth. And that will go a very long way. So that was the advent of of democracy in Nigeria. And I was opportune to live in a village called Akili Season in the local government of Anambra State, where my host was also just elected to the National Assembly in the House of Representatives. I'm talking of Honorable um, Okudili Uzoka, also known as Ojiba. And I rushed to him. I said, sir, I have this vision for Nigeria. Could you be of help? And the man said, okay, any way I can help, I would love to do that. So immediately, I started writing my letters. Started writing letters to president, to vice president, to everybody, and I handed over those letters to him. He made a statement, said, Enoch, when you get there, don't forget this village. And I said, sir, by the grace of God, God will not forget all of us. I'm sure wherever he is now, he can testify to this thing. So I wrote my letters and I handed them over to Honorable Okudili Uzoka, representing of Badu to Federal Constituency of Anambra State. And he ran to Abuja with the letters. He gave the letters to virtually everybody else seemed to give. In fact, then they said give them physically because they're worrying too many um, bureaucracy hiccups with the contract that time. But I didn't hear anything from anybody. So after my service, I went back to Bali, and something prompted me to go to Abuja. And I moved to Abuja. And I've lived in Abuja from that time before I came to the US. I've tried several times to start this vision. I've tried several times to look for how to ameliorate the sufferings of Nigerian youth. One of the arguments I took up with my co-writers in the Uber yesterday, I said, Nigerian youth, or let me put it this way, African youths are not lazy drones. They are people that want to work, that believe in dignity of labor. They are not criminals. They are not criminals. I can say that of my immediate constituency Nigerian youth, that if there are jobs for Nigerian youth, crime is going to be reduced drastically. If the enabling environment we allow them to have something join, I can assure you, crime is going to be reduced in Nigeria. Africans are people of pride. We love to work. We don't love to beg. We love to work. We don't love to beg. That is why my vision for the country, I'm not a politician, so, and I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a generational exchanger. If individuals can survive doing business despite the difficult terrain, I can tell you, collectively, we should be able to do stuff together. We're going to put everything that's going to take into it. Planning, we're going to share ideas, we incorporate your ideas. We look at how we can leverage on everything human capital, money, everything. But first and foremost, I need 2 million Nigerian youths who will join me in this revolution. It's a mental revolution where we're going to together look at the problems facing us along and ways of solving those problems. Listen to me. We need to begin to look for people who have gone ahead of us, who could be our mentors, people who have been tested either in private sector or the public sector, who have made something meaningful, who have testimonies. We have few of them as time goes on, and the youths know them. We need to look for them, and we need to leverage on their goodwill and experiences to evolve a new Nigeria. I'm looking for 2 million entrepreneurs that will pay their taxes, that will fulfill their civic responsibilities, that will not shy away from doing what is right. We can't be saying things are not good when we also don't plan to contribute our portion to making it to be good. Nigerian youth all over the world, Nigerian youth and Nigerians in diaspora, this is a time for us to rise up. This is a time for us to rise up and solve that problem that's refused to be solved in Nigeria. Unemployment is not a political problem. It's not a regional problem. It's a global problem. But we have not exhausted opportunities we have. We can do a little more than what we have done before. I can tell you, Nigeria will be a better place to live. We need to get involved at our local, I don't want to call it politics, development. We should ask questions from our political or elected political office holders. We should give them our terms and conditions before we vote for them. Nigeria does not belong to the older folks, but it belongs to youth. They say that the use of today and the use of tomorrow has been thrown into the dustbin in Nigeria. It has become just a rhetoric. It's no more something that people believe in because youths have been relegated to the background. With this platform, I believe that we can restore both the identity and the dignity of the Nigerian youth. When next I come here, I'm going to be talking on how to get our identity back. Nigerian youth, it's time for us to rise up. It's time for us to forget about whatever they're using to divide us. Religion, tribal sentiments, geopolitical zones, they are all devils that those elites are using to divide us. We should rise up and wake up and make sure that this country does not crash. If I have a yes from you, wherever you watch this video, whether on YouTube, posting on Instagram or Facebook, let me get a yes from you. Share to everybody. By the time we begin to work on the 2 million job creation, will be very interesting. Nigerian youth will be very, very excited. There will be hope in the air. Let me tell you something, Nigerian youth, you must pray for every government in position of authority. This is your civic responsibility. You must not join people by utterances to wreck our nation. Nigeria is still the best country in the world. When we rest our responsibilities, it will be a better place to stay. Welcome you on board. I'll be here very shortly in the next few days so that we can begin to look at the indices that we need to job creation. Why do we have problems managing businesses in Africa? Why do we have problems managing the government? Why do we have problems managing people and resources in Africa? Why are we so blessed and yet we are so poor? My other Uber driver told me, he said, if they remove the white people from the US and take them to Nigeria and bring Nigerians to the US, he said in 10 years, Nigeria will change what the US is. He said in 10 years, America will what Nigeria is presently. I told him, I don't believe in that. We started seeing some African leaders. Rwanda is coming out. Ghana is picking up. We told you that we cannot make our country work. I have several millions of people in diaspora who want to come back home. But the situation at home doesn't encourage them. Let us leave legacies for our children's children. Let us make Nigeria a better place to live. Let us get people that have integrity, people who have not been partisan, people who are not activists for their pockets. Let's look for people that have stood their ground, irrespective of whose cause is gone. People who have stood for the truth. You're going to identify them in your locality. You identify them at your local government level. You're going to identify them in your state. We know them. We know men of integrity, men of honor. We cannot build a good country on a bad structure. We need a good structure on a good foundation. It is your time, Nigerian youth. Once again, my name is Enoch Akishola. I'm happy and glad to start this. And I believe that in the next few weeks, we're going to have more than 2 million people following on all the social media platforms so that we can together make Nigeria a better place to be. Make Nigeria a better place to live. Make Nigeria the pride of Africa. If you believe in this, like this program, share with people. Let it become a viral posting. That once again, the land giant of Africa shall rise. When the giant rises, the African nation will rise with the giant. Thank you very much. God bless you. Once again, my name is Enoch